Hey up everyone, welcome to the History of Football channel. Today I'll be doing another World Cup match review, and this time it's England against Senegal. Going into this match, this was the first time that England were to play Senegal in a competitive match. Senegal themselves, a very good side, African Cup of Nations winners, and they deserved to be in the last 16 of the competition. So it was going to be a very tough match for England. And to start the game, I thought that England were playing a lot like they did against the USA. A lot of very slow build-up play, a lot of sideways passing. There was one or two times that Harry Maguire tried to pass the ball from the back through the middle, and it was turned over, which nearly resulted in Senegalese goals. I think there was two chances where Senegal had, the first one they nearly scored. This one went over the crossbar, and the second one, it were a decent effort from the Senegalese player, but Pickford made himself look big and managed to save it. So there were warning signs. In attack, England were a bit flat. They did have a couple of half chances though. There was a really good chance, I thought, where Kane crossed the ball in and Saka didn't attack the ball. I think going back through the years, if we had like an Alan Shearer or something like that, it would have been 1-0 there and then. But for some reason he didn't attack the ball. And then it weren't until the 40th minute, it weren't until like the last 5 or 10 minutes of the half where England finally woke up. And the first goal was a lovely goal. It was really well worked, and it resulted in Henderson getting the first goal for England. And then in the 46th minute, England made a break through Jude Bellingham. He outleapt the Senegalese player. He stayed on his feet. Then he run up through the middle of the field, passed the ball. Then it went back on the inside, and Harry Kane, he was one-on-one with Mendy, and it was a lovely finish from Harry Kane, and he gets his first goal of the World Cup tournament, and what a time to do it. So at half-time, for that first 40 minutes, it looked like Senegal were going to get a goal. England looked a bit flat, and then out of nothing, England get 2 goals just like that, hit Senegal with both barrels. Both goals were very good. Both goals were expertly taken, and it was going to be an uphill battle for Senegal in the second half if they were going to try to get back into this match, because I think going into the second half, England would be very confident with that last 5 or 10 minutes that they showed on the pitch. Going into that second half, I thought the tempo from England to start the second half were a lot better than the first half. I thought the passing was a lot better. Obviously at half time, Senegal made some substitutions. They brought on 2 further midfielders and another striker. And you could definitely tell they were trying to chase the game, and of course that left a lot of gaps around the pitch, and England managed to find those gaps, and we nearly got through them a couple of times. And then I think it was about the 50th minute, or maybe in the 55th minute, we did get past them for the third goal. This one come through Phil Foden down the left-hand side. He managed to get past his defender one-on-one, crossed the ball into the box, and it was a lovely finish from Bukayo Saka, lifted it over the Senegalese goalkeeper Mendy, and that made it 3-0 in favour of England. After that, England had a couple of shots from outside the box. One of them was from Harry Kane, where the ball nearly went under Mendy into the net, but luckily for Senegal, the ball was saved by Mendy in a way that he kind of pushed it out in front of the goal there, and it didn't go behind him. I thought that as the second half went on, obviously the England players kind of wound down a lot. They knew that the game was in the bag. It was just about containing any Senegalese attacks. Southgate made a few changes in the second half. He brought on Grealish, he brought on Rashford, he brought on Phillips and Mason Mount. I thought that with England in that second half, towards the end, they got a bit sloppy with the defence. Senegal nearly scored 1 or 2 goals. There was a free header from one of the Senegalese players. But overall, in that second half, I don't think Senegal really threatened England at all with any sort of attack. For them, I think the game were over after 2-0. But for England, the second half were a lot better than the first half overall, but I think just the defence at times was a bit concerning, how we just kind of switched off and almost conceded a goal or two against Senegal. And The next opponents that we play, it's one of our old enemies, one of the oldest rivalries going. This one predates football. It's England against France in the quarter-final. And I tell you one thing, we're going to have to be a lot better in the quarter-final against France compared to Senegal. We have to start better, the defence has to be better, the build-up play has to be faster. But it's going to be another 5 or 6 days before the next match. I think it's on Saturday night, and I think for England, they'll be dead confident going into that match against France because this team's got a lot of belief and a lot of togetherness, and I think they can do well against France if they show up and they're mentally ready for it and physically ready for it. As for Senegal, I think that they can be proud of their World Cup. They got out of the group. They tried tonight, but unfortunately for them, they were second best. I loved how their fans were drumming and playing trumpets and stuff throughout the entire match. It created a great atmosphere. Even though I think with some of them, when I noticed them when they panned in the crowds, a lot of them weren't even watching the game. They were just dancing and playing their instruments and that. They weren't really paying attention to what was going on the pitch. But I think Senegal didn't disgrace themselves tonight. They gave it a go, and that's what really counts in the World Cup. As long as you go out there and give it a go, then there's no shame in it. So anyways, everyone, that's me review of the England against Senegal match. It's finished 3-0. England to play France in the quarterfinals. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know who you thought were the best players for England tonight. I thought that Jude Bellingham were man of the match from my own personal opinion. I thought he was the best player on the pitch for the most part, and he deserves the man of the match in my eyes. But anyways, everyone, this has been History of Football, and I'll catch us all later in the next video. Alright, tatty bye for now.